Yo, what's up, bruh? Today we're reacting to the dark truths about making beats with AI in 2025. So apparently, you don't need producers anymore. You know what I'm saying? You just get like AI to make you beats. And apparently that's better than like artists. That's better than like a producer making you beats. So like, let's see what this nigga's talking about, man.
This seems like a mess.
We talk about AI and artificial intelligence, but shuck, that's the only thing that has a pure soul right now. Yeah. That you
Whoa. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That's so like counterproductive and counter like intuitive. I don't know if it's a word, but like AI is the only thing with a pure soul right now. It's crazy. That's
can create something and just be express your true feelings, and it comes out beautiful. But I just feel like right now everything just discombobulated.
All right, that's enough of him. Using AI and saying it's the only thing that has soul is a wild statement to me.
Now that is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's a crazy thing to say. That's insane. I ain't gonna lie. That's insane.
I don't think he's digging enough. I don't think he's again, I think music today is like shopping at Ross. Like there's good shit out there, but it's hard to find exactly what you need.
First of all, I'm not the person that agrees with people who say like all music right now sounds the same. And it's like, no, in my opinion, it doesn't. Now, if you're looking for that same sound, you know what I'm saying? Then like, yeah, everything sounds the same. You know what I'm saying? But if you're listening to like, there's like so many subgenres of music now that I personally feel like music is at its like, I'm sorry to say it, but I feel like music is really up there at this point. People from the same areas sound similar. I'm sorry to tell you that, bro. Like I don't know why that's like a hard concept for people to understand, but like that's how it goes. Like, and then like I feel like there's this anger between like, I don't want to say old heads, but like people who like listen to a certain type of thing that angers them about certain like sounds becoming popular. Saying AI has the most soul nowadays is just kind of crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like that personally, I just, nah, bro. Like I don't really know. When the more energy is obviously you learning how to do it yourself, or you like finding somebody and like mingling with people to figure out what it is and what you need to do and understand, like that's obviously more energy and more soulful than you just typing in a paragraph. But I ain't gonna lie, I personally don't be believing none of the shit they say. I feel like they say shit like this. I don't think it's even real. I think they say shit like this to deviate and filter out the people who want to do it, so those people will do that. I don't think that they actually believe a lot of the shit that they say. I think that they say it for the people who are gonna follow it and be like, and like, yeah, somebody might make a hit out of an AI beat and shit, right? But like, if they telling you that that's the standard, that's what it is, that's this, they feel like that's gonna filter out the people who aren't really trying. Does it really work like that in reality? I don't know. Who fucking knows?
There's good music out right now. And I don't rock with any music executives who don't think predecessors have good music out. I just think y'all are boring, and just say that, Timbaland. It's weird too because he's on Twitch and TikTok live all the time listening to music. So I get him saying, cool, nobody out right now or like who has been here is impressing me. Cool. Maybe you got to dig deeper. Maybe you got to help some people develop, because
you're not even trying out new sounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying out new things. You're just going based off of what's coming to you, which is fine. But clarify that the things that you have been sent have been bad, not music as a whole has been sent. It's like me taking radio music and acting like that's what music is. And the fact that all radio music sounds like that, that's the problem with the rap game right now. It's like, bro, like that's a lot of energy that is just like, bro, like you chose to listen to radio music. So like, that's your expectation. Like there is a expectation for certain types of music.
New era of music. But to go from there and then say that the only music that you feel like has soul is AI, I don't trust you anymore. Like it's been a really kind of quick roll from him being one of my favorite producers ever of all time. I've always had a three-way tie of producers in my lifetime, like it's between Timbo, Pharrell, and either Rodney Jerkins or Kanye. It's always kind of like those 3 or 4. Just because he makes so many egregious statements, he's no longer, I can't say he's my, like, sound wise, sure, but I just can't stand him. Like, it bothers me.
My question is, what does he mean by AI generated music is the only pure soul right now? Because he uses a lot of language that
explain it. I don't know. Are you like what could he possibly mean?
In no context should you say that.
Right. Well, I agree with that, but what is he trying to say? Because he said a lot of stuff that wasn't clear. He said everything's discombobulated
download
now.
my app and use it so that I can keep racking up my millions. That's what he's trying to say. Please download my app and continue to use it so that we can get free data from you inputting your sources.
That's a fact. And that's a fact. You know what I mean? Like just take yourself out of the situation. Like, you honestly feel and honestly think that, like, the best thing about music right now is AI. Like what? like this is logically, how does that make sense? Saying that a artificial intelligent engine has more soul than a human being, like, just think about that. Like, that just doesn't even make sense. So it's like, yeah, you're trying to sell us on something, you know what I'm saying, for the people who are actually, like, listening to you. But then also, it's like, I feel like it's just like a filter thing, you know what I'm saying? Filter people out, have people go this way, people go this way. Because there's always going to be people who are going to try it out, and some people are going to like it and stick with it. Some people aren't going to like it and go with it. It does take longer to find, like, those skills to do the things that you like to do personally. Like, it just does. And the AI makes it easier in some aspects. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll just say in most aspects, if you don't really have to put that much energy in to do it. Because you know what I'm saying? Because you see rappers, like, they're, like, I've heard artists talk about how, like, they're gonna start trying to make music on AI beats so they don't have to, like, pay producers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which is, like, I guess, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's your goal, you know what I'm saying? But, like, that is a topic. Like, that is what motherfuckers do. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Especially with how this shit goes, like, I don't, like, motherfuckers don't be wanting to pay producers anyway. So it's like, if they feel like they can get an AI to do this and this and this, then it's like, that's hooray. You know what I'm saying? Even though we all know, like, only the top 1% of the people who are like using it are really going to get the real results of, like, you know what I'm saying, taking this and running with this and doing it. Like, it's not going to be a majority of people who are doing it.
That we are creating the soul from. Again, come on, this is iterative. It's coming directly from humans. So if AI is the only thing with soul, you've already invalidated yourself because it had to be taken from human inspiration. And not just human inspiration, it was stolen from human-made music.
Right. The platform he's referring to is still currently facing a lawsuit by basically the whole recording industry. I mean, the Recording Industry Association of America, representing all the majors, is suing him right now. And I mean, I would be a part of that lawsuit, truth be told, but I don't have the power that the majors have. So they're doing it on their own behalf, not on my behalf. Let's be clear. They don't represent me. But they, you know, sometimes sometimes a person's self-interest aligns with your own. And so the label's self-interest very briefly overlaps with a lot of ours as artists that aren't necessarily signed by labels, or artists that have worked with labels and haven't. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's funny because everyone, interesting phase of this pro AI narrative. And I don't know. I think nothing surprises me anymore because of the news that I follow, seeing all of the cognitive dissonance, experiencing that when clearly up is up, and on the news they're telling you up is down.
If artists use AI tools to assist in creating music, they must still maintain a significant level of human involvement in the creative process to claim copyright. Fully AI generated music without any human input will not be eligible for copyright protections. Artists will need to ensure they actively contribute to the creative process to secure legal protection for the music. Yo, that's kind of fucking like, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, obviously, people are gonna like argue that like that their human input was in the creation, because like there's a description that has to go into you making the fucking thing. But then also like, unless somebody tells on you, how they gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess with the like the software, unless it like copyrights the song also while you're making it, or like the sounds that you come out with at the end, like, you know what I'm saying? Like but like if you're explaining everything in detail of how you fucking made it and shit, like I guess like that's your input. I mean, you didn't play the instruments, but you explained and elaborated on what the instruments needed to do and shit like that. I guess you could say, like, technically you're a part of the creative process. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody like, I don't know, like ghostwriting or some shit like that. Yeah, I didn't say anything, but like I told you what to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like you're still part of the process, like in the grand scheme of shit. You're about to be battling with the company that you like that you made the shit with. Like, I don't really see how else. But granted, I don't know the music industry enough to be like giving like input, but like if it makes sense, drop in the comments. If it don't make sense, tell me to shut the fuck up. You feel me? Like, I don't really like know, you know what I'm saying?
It's a beat sample, whatever. What they tell me on the website is I need to pay a membership in order to get commercial rights for this generated content. But if it's in the public domain and it's copyright free, they don't have the legal authority to charge me in order to grant permission for something because they don't own that. So Suno can't tell me as a free end user that I can't take whatever I generate from their free non-commercial usage account and put it on Spotify and start generating money off of that because they don't own that.
And it does, like, the way it sounds, like, it does sound like just a hole that just like starts to get blurrier and blurrier and blurrier, or I guess not a hole, a line that becomes more blurry. You feel me? A hole that gets more deeper, I guess. You feel me? But like, cause like it's so like, I feel like if any, like for somebody that's gonna do this and become successful, it won't be that hard to fight it. You know what I'm saying? It won't be that hard to fight one of those companies and kind of like not overthrow it, but like basically make them tuck their tail in the sense of like everything that came from me getting this beat, like you didn't really do anything. Like, yeah, like the AI did this, unless there's like you make a contract or some shit, like when you're signing up to use it or some shit on some like Splice type of shit, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but other than that, it's like, what it like, even then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what percentage are you asking? What you want? 0.00001%? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like, what else are you supposed to do? Like, you're about to take, I can't copyright this at all because I made it through here, but I made it through that. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that would be like, maybe this is a reach, right? It's a bit of a reach, but it's similar to like having like FL tell you that you can't copyright the song that you made through FL because you made it through FL. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, my nigga, like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean, bro? Like what? You were no parts. Like, yeah, I used your software to make it, but like, I still made it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's a bit of a reach, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously the energy and shit that goes into making things through like an actual DAW, but like that's what I'm getting from it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm bugging.
No problem. Say you're a producer and you go on Suno and you generate a bunch of instrumentals, like a whole lo-fi album, and you put it on Spotify. Because what you created is in the public domain, Suno can't tell you that you can't use it commercially. So they can't stop you from monetizing that, even if you don't pay for the commercial usage rights. But because it's in the public domain, another person can come along, take all your music off of Spotify and resell it, and you can't do anything because it's in the public domain. Public. Anyone. AI is for everybody. If you make AI art using generative AI without sufficient human input, it's not yours. You can make money off of it, but someone can come right along and take it right out of your hands and make money just the same, maybe even more. So that's two new problems that we've created. The biggest problem to me is always going to be the fact that AI is based on stolen art from humans. And then to bring it back to the first clip, now the people behind AI are telling humans that AI is more human than they are.
I think it's interesting because I feel like this speaks to a deeper problem of, people are going to come for me for this, but it's like a colonizer's mentality. It's not just capitalism. It's we're going to come in, fuck this system up, and then set the tone and tell you these are the rules that you have to abide by.
This is a crazy thing to try to sell. You know what I'm saying? A crazy thing to try to sell. Like, even just like the statement itself sounds goofy. Like, AI is more soulful than what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like artificial intelligence is more real than, like, you know, it's just like Pinocchio saying, I want to be a real boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. Like, you're not. Like, you feel me? So, like, that whole concept is kind of crazy. But, like, doubling down on it, I get it. You're trying to make a sale. You know what I'm saying? They obviously... I'm pretty sure he said, like, other things outside of that, you know what I'm saying? I can't imagine that that's all he said. But just the fact that, like, you're saying this in the first place, like, kind of lets you know, like, what you're trying to do. And what better way to sell it than to say that my engine is better than your brain, basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't take as much work for you could get what I get. You can take the quick way out, you know what I'm saying? You can take the quick way out. Man, I respect their position because their position is, okay, yeah, you can take that quick way out. But if somebody takes your shit, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's just kind of what it is. Like, so much more like back end information that I just, like, in general, that I'm curious of and, like, don't really understand. Some of it is like, it's hella muddy waters when it comes to a lot of this shit. It's like hella muddy waters and a lot of fucking, just because you make an AI beat and then, like, somebody else can snatch it and just use it themselves, like, I mean, that's just inevitable to happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, how they would know that it's an AIB, you know, I don't know. But I don't see nothing wrong with it. But then, like, at the same time, I feel like every action has a reaction. So, you know, you got to take what comes with it. So, like, if you're going to do certain things, expect these things to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like dropping beats on YouTube. You drop beats on YouTube, expect people to take it off YouTube and rap on that bitch. Like, that's just comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for tapping in. If you like this video, you know what I'm saying? If you like stuff like this, man, drop a like on the channel, you know what I'm saying? Drop a like on the video, not the channel. Drop a sub on the channel, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna try something new, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like, I really appreciate y'all for tapping in, you know what I'm saying? New video ideas coming soon, you know what I'm saying? Big chillin', and we out. Yeah, man, like, I really appreciate y'all for tapping in.